Today we're talking about one of the most underestimated leadership skills in the workplace, and that is clear communication. Most management problems don't start with bad attitudes or lack of effort. They start with misunderstandings. You say one thing, your employee hears another, and the result is frustrating on both sides. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to communicate in a way that gets results the first time. And it's not by talking more, and it's not by repeating yourself, but it's by being clearer, more intentional, and more structured in how you communicate as a leader. So let's get into it. Start with the outcome. Before you explain the task, explain the result you want. Most managers jump straight into instructions, but your employee needs to understand what success looks like before they can execute properly. So instead of saying, I need you to work on the report, rather say something like, the goal is a one-page summary that gives leadership a clear picture of last week's performance. That one sentence sets direction. When people know the outcome, they make better decisions on their own. So every time you assign work, start with, this is what a good result looks like. Then be specific, not vague. Vague instructions create vague results. Words like ASAP, whenever you can, or do your best sound polite, but they create confusion. Instead, give people something concrete to work with. For example, not send it later, but send it by today at 4 p.m. Or not make it better, but rather add 2 more examples and tighten the summary. Specific language saves time and prevents rework. If your employer has to guess what you mean, communication has already failed. Leadership communication is not about sounding impressive. It's about being understood. If your message sounds like a formal email in your head, rewrite it before you say it. Instead of, we need to optimize the operational workflow going forward, think of something else and rather say, we need a faster and simple way to do this. Clear leaders use everyday language. You don't lose authority by being simple. You gain influence by being understood. Break tasks into clear steps. When people feel overwhelmed, they stop listening. If a task has more than one part, break it into steps. For example, first review the data. Second, highlight the key issues. Third, send me a short summary by tomorrow morning. Now your employee knows exactly what to do and in what order. Structure creates confidence, and confidence improves execution. Ask for understanding, not agreement. Don't ask, do you understand? Most people will say yes even if they don't. Instead, ask them to explain the task back to you. Say something like, just so we're aligned, can you walk me through what you're going to do first? This isn't about testing them. It's about making sure your message landed correctly. If they explain it well, you know you were clear. If they don't, you get a chance to fix it immediately. Choose the right communication channel. Not every message belongs in an email. Not every issue needs a meeting. Ask yourself, is this urgent? Is this sensitive? Or is this complex? If the answer is yes to any of those, talk to the person directly. Email is for information. Conversation is for clarity. Leaders who rely on messages lose connection. Leaders who talk things through build alignment. Then watch for non-verbal signals. People show confusion before they say it. Look for things such as silence, nervous nodding, avoiding eye contact, or short answers. These are signs your message isn't fully clear yet. When you notice them, slow down and check in. Say something like, I want to make sure I explain that clearly. What part feels uncertain? Good communicators don't rush past confusion. They address it in the moment. Don't overload the conversation. One conversation should focus on one main message. When you pile 5 topics into one discussion, people only remember the first and the last. If you need to cover more than one issue, separate them. For example, right now I want to focus only on the deadline. We'll talk about the format later. Clarity grows when your message has space. Follow up in writing. After an important conversation, send a short written summary. Not a long email, just a few clear bullet points. For example, task: prepare weekly summary. Format: 1 page. Deadline: Friday at 12 p.m. This protects both of you. Your employee knows exactly what's expected, and you don't have to repeat yourself later. Step 10. Be consistently clear. Clarity once is helpful. Clarity always is leadership. If you change your standards every week, people stop trusting your direction. Say what you expect. Say it the same way and reinforce it consistently. Your team should never have to guess what matters to you. So let's recap. Let me leave you with this. Clear communication is not about being loud. It's about being precise. It's not about repeating yourself. It's about structuring your message so it lands the first time. When your team understands you clearly, they perform with confidence. And when they perform with confidence, your job gets easier. In the next episode, we'll talk about how to coach performance without micromanaging. So you build skill, not dependency. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.